Hi, my name is Max. I'm the lead designer of the Grimshade project, and I'm here to tell you about the game we are making, introduce you to the people behind the scenes, and tell you about the reason we are here on Kickstarter. The idea was to create a game that would be interesting for both players seeking a challenge, as well as those looking to immerse themselves in the story and world while focusing primarily on interesting and memorable characters. Grimshade was born, a story-driven tactical role-playing game with turn-based combat and non-linear progression. With a large, varied world to explore, epic enemies to vanquish, and an ancient secret to unravel at the heart of the story, the game mixes such elements as tactical turn-based combat, where proper positioning and awareness are far more crucial to success than stat gains, party and equipment management outside of combat, which allows precise control over a character's performance during battles, large locations for the player to explore, which contain quests, secrets, dangers, and rewards. A branching narrative, where the player's choice ties directly into how the game progresses and is played. Grimshade is rather coy with its visual aesthetics. While the artwork may be bright and colorful, the events of the story are nothing but. Grimshade sets out to tell a mature, thought-provoking tale about loss, sorrow, war, and dread.
A variety of locations in a vast world, an intriguing story, intense battles, and a difficult moral choice. Make yourself comfortable. We have a beautiful story to tell. I represent the narrative department of a Grimshade project and the Tail Rock studio. We were inspired by legendary JRPGs of the past, by legendary game designers, and by simply peculiar solutions of different games to assemble a mysterious, elaborate world of dark fantasy, techno-magic, and steampunk. There is a pitfall or a riddle behind every corner, thanks to our level designer. Yet our heroes move from one danger to another in unison and nimbly, while gradually revealing their personalities, telling each other of their past, secret hopes and aspirations. So, I invite you to join our heroes in their adventure. Stay tuned!
At its core, Grimshade is a role-playing, turn-based tactical combat game, not unlike the myriad Japanese TRPGs, but with a significant twist. While most tactical RPG games will lock a character within a specific role or set of roles, with little room for growth outside of stat gains, Grimshade lets each character in the party collect and switch between a wide variety of equipment that changes the way they work, in combat rather than improving their raw power. The game is divided into two distinct phases, adventure and combat. During the adventure phase, the player has the option to progress the storyline, tackle the side quests, explore the location they are currently in, develop relationships with party members, trade, craft equipment, search for treasure, and engage in combat encounters. Once the player engages a hostile creature or character, the game switches to combat mode, where fighting ensues. We regularly challenge the player by mixing up combat scenarios. We will gradually introduce the player to new enemies, which brings some new trick to the table, and ever so slightly push the player out of their comfort zone, encouraging them to experiment and adapt. For the most dedicated of players, Grimshade has a set of optional, tough challenges which demand a high level of understanding and a certain amount of preparation to overcome.
Hi, my name is Varvara. I'm art director of Grimshade project. At first, we've planned to make an old-school isometric RPG, and even thought of making an honest sprite 2D animation of characters and monsters. The environment should have been pretty stylized, watercolor-esque. But, as it often happens in development, many things began to change. The game gained its own life and started to demand new approach and solutions. Sure, the simplest solution would be to make the game in full 3D, so we won't need to meticulously draw every tiny sprite and lay ourselves out for shaders and 3D model interactions with the 2D world. But thus, Grimshade would have lost the lion's share of the charm, which is given to it by our hand-drawn graphics. Our painted world is not still. Everything lives and breathes here. The fog is curling, unearthly plants follow a character with the gaze of dozens of eyes. The flags are rippling, the chimneys are smoking. This is a large-scale work, which makes the world unique. I hope players will appreciate that we've put so much effort in every nook and cranny of our world and lovingly assembled it and painted it by hand. We are eager to breathe life in the world of Grimshade and its inhabitants. So far, it looks like we're on the right way.
Hi, my name is Evgeny, and I'm in charge of reinventing the wheel. I mean technical side of development. At its core, Grimshade uses the Unity engine. However, over the course of the project, we have upgraded it with a variety of our own tools and solutions. Our level designers have special makeup utilities that allow the game's 3D characters to interact with 2D environments in a natural way. We have tools for narrative and content designers, which allow them to create quests, cutscenes, and other story-related content. Sometime in the near future, we have to tackle the task of making sure the game works on a wide variety of platforms and hardware.
We've been working on the project since January 2017. We've assembled a team of almost 30 people, including industry veterans and other talent. We are fully self-funded and are capable of bringing the project to completion on our own. However, we have a lot of plans for expanding Grimshade even further, making it bigger and better, going back and revising some of the decisions we made far back at the very beginning, which do not hold up to the current level of quality more recent parts of the game have reached. We also hope to foster an active community. Your feedback is very important to us. Join us and help us create a rich experience and a great game.